Well, g'day travellers and welcome back to another episode. 2 years we've been trying, but we have finally made it north of the border and we are in Thalon, Queensland. Where we're going from here? A little bit of a mystery because we haven't worked it out yet. But we're going to take you with us and explore north of the border. About bloody time. Well, tonight's destination is Roma, but we are fast approaching the Nindigully Pub. And come on, you can't drive past a country pub, particularly when it's Queensland's oldest, so it was established in 1864. Well folks, here we are at the Nindigully Pub. Now tonight's destination is Roma, but hey, you can't drive past Queensland's oldest pub and not stop in for a cold one, and that's exactly what we're doing. It's also the home of the road train burger, which we will not be having for lunch, but $80 a burger and food's $8, so I think that's a little beyond us, but we're going to go in and have a coldie before we hit the road again.
There you go, I got a good shot of it.
Wow. Unbelievable. Oh, how good was the Nindigully Pub?
That was awesome.
I'm a little bit spewing that we've booked in a caravan park at Roma, because I could have quite comfortably
Stayed there for a night.
put the camper out the back and stayed there, and that road train burger, that road train burger is insane. Like when they cut it, the meat was like 8 inches thick.
It was big.
It was crazy.
It could feed 8 people, not even comfortably.
It'd fill 8 people.
Yeah, it would fill them to the brim. Like,
It is massive.
Yeah.
And another little bit of trivia about the pub. What was it? It was
the movie The Paperback Hero. That was where the Boomerang Cafe was. So in the actual film Boomerang Cafe at the Nindigully Pub.
And if you're anything like me, you won't know what.
It stars
Hugh Jackman and Claudia Carvin. So I don't know what the movie is, but I know the actors.
Yeah, only because I just told her.
Because we googled it. And she's going, Carmen. I'm like, Carmen, get it.
I knew it was Carvin, something like that. So Claudia Carvin, yes.
Anyway, we had to hit the road. Mate, even the 4X tasted good there. I don't know what to go with that. It's probably because I've been drinking out of cans for the last week. But,
yeah, the only beer on tap he's had for like a week.
It was pretty good. All right, we're going to hit the road. We're going to pull over somewhere for lunch, even though I would have liked to got lunch at the
You weren't doing that burger. You were not doing that.
No, we weren't doing the burger.
The burger costs about $80, by the way. $80 for a hamburger. But
which, if it's feeding 10 of you, probably not bad.
It comes with onion rings and fries, though.
Yeah. And a bucket. You'll need it. Anyway, we're going to pull up somewhere. We've got a couple of pies in the road chef on the go, and then we'll hit Roma. I'm here in Roma, Queensland, and I'm walking down Heroes Avenue. In September of 1918, the people of Roma got together to remember the men from Roma that had died during the First World War, and they planted a bottle tree for each soldier. And there's 140 bottle trees down this avenue, planted so they would never ever forget the sons of Roma that sacrificed their life for Australia during the First World War. And each tree of the 140 has a plaque to remember the soldier that it was planted for. Now Roma is famous for its bottle trees, and this fat little puppy behind us is the biggest one in town. Now, bottle trees aren't all that Roma is famous for. This was the birthplace of the gas and oil industry in Australia. And we're at the big rig. We're at the Big Rig, which is also the Visitor Information Centre here in Roma, and we're doing the self-guided tour of the oil patch. It's $15 per adult, and let's go and have a look, because I've got no idea what you're going to see, because we haven't seen it yet.
Roma's 10 magical nights. Gas continued escaping from the QG2 uncontrolled for 5 years while locals and government officials considered what to do with it. Finally, in 1905, they decided that it should be stored in a concrete gas holder and used for town lighting. The holding tank was built, the pipes laid, the gas lamps were stored, all at a considerable expense. On June 8, 1906, Roma crowds gathered to marvel at a magical sight. Street lamps glowing white with gas from the town's own bulb. It was the first time natural gas was used for lighting in Australia. For Roma citizens, the burning lamps ignited hopes and dreams of oil-enriched future. Imagine the disappointment when 10 nights later, with a flicker and a wink, the lights died, never to shine again. On this anticlimactic note, it seemed Roma's love affair with oil and gas was over.
Well, seems the lights going out in 1905 weren't the only disappointment for Roma and its gas fields. In 1908, they dug a well 1,200 metres down and found gas again. Moments later, the gas was blown by the wind and ignited by a nearby boiler, creating a massive explosion. Now, that well burnt for nearly 7 weeks, and it becomes such a spectacular nighttime event that they even had tours on the railways running out here to see it, and people as far as New Zealand come across. The ground, because layers of sand and silt have continued to wash down on top of what were the burning spots. We're in the journey through time now, which explains how the oil and gas and everything was generated, and this is supposed to be the spectacular climatic end where the drill bit bursts through and all the smoke and everything happens, and boom boom, not happening. But yeah, it's pretty cool idea, isn't it? It tells you how the layers and all that. I'm not scientific, but it tells you how everything laid down and all the plant crap turned into gas and oil and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, come and have a look, because I'll explain it so much better than me. This is a bit of a bummer. They've got the new Big Rig tower and tree walk, and it doesn't open for another 4 weeks.
Oh, let's stay there. This thing will burn the eyes out of your head quick, smart. Now, where's our hammer?
Considered the primary service centre for much of Queensland's southwest.
Well, that brings us to the end of the oil patch tour, and I'll tell you what, it's worthwhile doing, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's really interesting. So regardless of what you think of coal seam gas and fracking and that, just to get an understand of the process and what they do and how far the technology's come, it's pretty good. It's well worth. So if you're in Roma, I reckon lob into this joint and check it out. This is one of our go-to lunches on the road. What are we making, Nick?
Saladas.
We're having saladas. We've got some cheese, tomato, salami, and
Bread and butter cucumbers.
bread and butter cucumbers. And this is just a really easy, tasty lunch that we do a bit when we're on the road, don't we?
Yep.
Good work.
Thanks.
Last night in Roma, and we thought we'd go out somewhere for dinner. So we're on the way up to Mucka to the Mucka Pub. Been pretty cruisy, Arvo. Got back from doing the big rig tour to Savo. Went for a bit of a swim at the park. Had a bit of lunch. And now out to another pub in the scrub. Well, sort of the scrub. Bush anyway. See you there. Now guys, you tell me, or have I just had too many beers? Does this umbrella over here? Umbrella? Oh, probably haven't had. Probably have had too many beers. Does this umbrella over here look like a hooded, well-endowed lady? Well folks, that brings us to the end of yet another episode. We're going to finish up here at the Mucka Pub. We've had a great day in Roma. Tomorrow we hit the road again and head northeast back to the coast. You know the drill. If you like what we do, smash that subscribe button and we will catch you all somewhere on the next episode of We Went That Away Adventures. Cheers guys. Now, Roma's famous for its bottle trees, and this fat little puppy behind us is the biggest. No, not Neen. No, not Neen. The bottle tree. People, that's unkind. Now, Roma's famous for its bottle trees, and this fat little puppy.
Okay, I'm good.